Hey guys, it's Paradise, and it's finally happened, the reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2 that we've all been waiting for. With a ton of new designs to it and features both known and unknown, let's go over everything so you know what's up with this exciting new era of Nintendo. Drop a like if you learned something new and comment anything you spotted or are hoping for in the Switch 2, and let's get into it. First up, 2025 is the release window that we currently have, so this is going to be a great year. There's even more official news and details being revealed in the upcoming Nintendo Direct that is happening on the 2nd of April this year, but do be aware that the April Fool's jokes just before the Direct are going to be wild, so remember, the official Direct is going to be around a lot of April Fools. If you're wondering why they would reveal it like this and then give the details much later, well, it's probably so game studios and publishers can start revealing and announcing their games for the Nintendo Switch 2 as a platform. So I'm excited for some awesome game announcements for the Switch 2 that we'll probably get in the next months. First up, you can see the Switch 2 is bigger and better, both in screen size and with new Joy-Cons. It's interesting to see the black frame or border is still present around the screen, so it isn't purely edge to edge. But anyone with the OG Switch will be happy to hear that the border is actually closer to that of the Switch OLED model rather than the original, as you can see thanks to this Reddit user ReflectionThink2683. This means if you're used to the original Switch, this is a big upgrade for both screen space and the space around the screen. It's currently unknown if the new screen will be OLED or regular LED, but I'm hoping for an OLED one, given that this is new and the last Switch OLED display is kind of a standard for many people now. One interesting change is that the Joy-Con colors have transferred into the inner accents of the Joy-Cons, while the outer color is full black or very dark gray, giving the whole thing a bit more of a cohesive look. And honestly, it reminds me a bit of the Steam Deck now. There's currently no official confirmation of the NFC reader being back for Amiibos, which I really hope and expect to be present and revealed in the upcoming Direct. I have way more Amiibos than I would like to admit, so I'm praying it is there. However, the IR sensor doesn't seem to be present anymore, but do you remember what games even used that anyway? The Joy-Cons are held in place in a different way too. It's not confirmed exactly how this works, but it looks like it magnetically snaps into place. So days of the old rail Joy-Cons are now gone. From the extra video we got on the website, which you may have missed, you can see there's an eject button on the back of the Joy-Cons, and that's how you remove it. If you look closely at the analog sticks, the rubber rim size has increased, likely to give some more grip, and I hope they've upgraded the internals of the analogs, as they were pretty notorious for drifting on the original. The layout of the Joy-Cons does stay largely similar, but there is a mysterious new blank button that's been added below the home button. There's no details on what this does just yet, so put your guesses below, but they'll probably share in that Direct in April. On the inner part of the Joy-Cons, we can also see the SL and SR buttons remain, but this time they're much bigger on the inner part. This means the Joy-Cons can likely still be used individually for local co-op play. On top of this, the LED lights that show which player you are is moved to the front of the Joy-Cons, making it a bit easier to see at a glance for which controller is linked to which player. On top of this, there's a new unknown sensor on the opposite side to the sync button in the colored inner section. Rumors are suggesting this might be a laser sensor, allowing you to use the Joy-Cons as a mouse when placed face side down. In the trailer, you can see the Joy-Cons racing each other with the mouse-like tails with the wrist strip attachment, so it could be a good nod that this is a feature. And talking about the wrist strip attachments, if you blinked and missed it, there's actually this attachment that they can slot into just before they start racing. The buttons along the top look pretty similar overall, with the power button, the volume buttons, a headphone jack, and some redesigned ventilation slots. But there's also a USB-C port, which is interesting as there is the standard USB-C port in the bottom for docking and charging. Perhaps this is for a new feature, new accessories yet to be revealed, or simply for charging on top as well as the bottom. Others are hoping this will let you output the display, which would be pretty cool too. The game card slot is also on the top, and it is confirmed you can play both Switch 2 and regular Switch games here. But it does state in the fine print that certain games may not be supported. There is no word on what exactly this means or what games they are, But with the new Joy-Con design, I imagine it means that games that rely on the old Joy-Con design and their attachments will not work anymore, so something like Ring Fit that has the rail system built into the round attachment, it probably won't work here. There's new speakers on the bottom and a brand new kickstand, and it's much longer with a wider range of motion. This lets you almost completely lay it down, and with the rubber feet below the unit, it should stay stable. I hope the kickstand is thick enough to support continued use though, as it does look like one bad drop could break it. There isn't too many details on the dock, but you can see it's visually updated with much more rounded edges, and you can see the new controller for the Joy-Cons too, making use of this possible magnetic style slot-in system. Now, we don't have much news or details on games, but we did get some new Mario Kart gameplay. The start of the race suggests that 24 players are now the maximum number of players in a match, as you can see from the painted white starting lines totaling 24. You can see a ton of characters in the gameplay in different frames as well, but just imagine getting hit by a blue shell and going from 1st to 24th in a close match. Wouldn't that be devastating? The course itself looks much bigger and does suggest bigger maps, with this map being labeled as the Mario Bros Circuit, and it definitely has a Grand Canyon style theme. I've seen people saying that it could be open world now, but I'm not too sure that's the case here. Throughout the map, you can see some interesting details, including a jump or off-road section that's raised up that looks pretty cool. There's the Yoshi gas station or diner that's shaped like Yoshi's head, with burger and hot dog buns that make up the shape that I love. There's also some made-up in-game advertisement banners, with Luigi tires and Mario motors returning from past games, which are pretty awesome names. The characters overall look a bit more soft and round, which I actually like, and so far for the confirmed characters, at least from various frames within this trailer, we can see Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Peach, Yoshi, Toad, Donkey Kong, Daisy, Rosalina, Wario, Koopa Troopa, Pauline, Baby Mario, Baby Peach, Waluigi, Baby Daisy, what looks like Bowser Jr., Toadette, Birdo, King Boo, and maybe Shy Guy at the back. We also see a new snowmobile style car, which is pretty cool, and Donkey Kong has an interesting new look, which, love it or hate it, will take some getting used to. So there's everything about the Switch 2 and its recent reveal, so you're up to speed. Tell us if you spotted anything I missed, and do like the video if we helped you out by rounding everything up, and stay subscribed because we will have you covered with all things new in gaming, whether it's another console like this one, a new game, or guides for your favorite games. We have you covered, so make sure you're subscribed down below. Here at Arekkz Gaming, we're two friends who love to play games. You have me, Paradise, as well as 26.
Our goal is to keep the videos as concise as possible by cutting out any of the fluff and focusing on what really matters with high quality videos.
So make sure you're subscribed down below for more videos on your favorite games coming very, very soon.